All right, let's dive into a question that's just fascinating. It's inspired by the philosopher Alan Watts, and it's this. Who is the absolute rarest person in the entire world? But here's the twist. We're not looking for a name or a face. We're looking for a state of being.
So let me ask you that, straight up. Who is he? When you hear that question, what's the first image that pops into your head? Someone with incredible power? Someone who's achieved something nobody else has? Let's poke at those ideas for a second. Is it the person with all the money? You know, the one who has gathered all the gold, whose bank account looks more like a phone number? According to Watts, nope, that's not it.
Okay, well, what about the most powerful person then? The one sitting on a throne, commanding armies, shaping nations with a single word? Again, no. We're still looking in completely the wrong direction. Surely then, it has to be the most famous person on the planet, the one whose name everybody knows. But no, Watts would say that's just another distraction. So that leaves us with the real question, right? If it's not about wealth or power or fame, then what in the world is it about?
And here's the answer. It's got nothing to do with conquering the outside world. The rarest man is the one who has turned his gaze inward. He's the one who has had the courage, the sheer nerve to face the vast, complicated, and sometimes scary landscape of his own self.
And that journey, that incredible journey of self-knowledge, it starts with a really radical act. You have to step away from the game that everybody else is playing. It's like this quiet rebellion against the script that society hands all of us at birth.
And you can see the contrast so clearly here. On one side, you have the game. It's all about performing roles, chasing illusions, desperately begging the world to notice you and tell you you're good enough. But on the other side, that's freedom. It's speaking from your soul, being still while everyone else scrambles, and knowing the secret that all those worldly prizes are just empty shells. This person isn't playing for victory or defeat. They've literally walked off the game board entirely.
You see, his power doesn't come from winning arguments or posturing. His presence is enough. There's no performance, there's no mask. And in a world that is obsessed with validation, just that simple, unshakable act of being, man, that is a revolutionary thing. So if he's rejecting the external world as his main focus, where does he turn his attention? Well, he turns inward. He goes right to the very things most of us spend our entire lives running away from. Instead of seeing his own shadow, or silence, or pain, or fear as these enemies he has to defeat, he actually sits with them. He listens to them. He learns from them. He realizes they aren't obstacles on his path. They are the path. They become his greatest teachers. I mean, just take pain, for example. He doesn't just grit his teeth and get through it. He really engages with it. He holds it, he studies it, he allows it to be this transformative fire. He gets that suffering isn't just a punishment, it's an initiation. And he comes out the other side not broken by it, but refined, illuminated by it. And while so many of us are afraid of emptiness, he embraces it. He sees the void not as a lack of something, but as the source of all potential. You know, just like music comes from silence, he knows that all of creation comes from this nothingness. Okay, so what does a life lived from this deep internal place actually look like? How does this profound inner state actually express itself in the day-to-day art of just living? Well, this inner freedom, it changes his entire relationship with life itself. For him, time isn't some frantic race to a finish line. Every single step is the destination. Love isn't about being desperate. It's about having an open heart, like a hand, waiting for a wild bird. Power isn't found in trying to control everything, but in surrender, in flowing with life. In possessions, he carries almost nothing, yet he has everything he needs, because his true home is inside himself. So you can see his wisdom isn't just a collection of theories he read in a book. It's an embodied, living knowledge. It's something he's earned through direct experience, by listening to silence, by moving through heartbreak, and by paying attention to the simple, profound act of breathing. Now, it would be so easy to look at this person as some unattainable, mythic hero. But if you do that, you're missing the entire point. The real power of this idea is what it shows us about ourselves. He isn't someone to be put up on a pedestal and worshipped. He's a reflection. When we see him, something inside of us recognizes him. because he represents the potential that is sleeping inside every single one of us.
So this isn't about trying to become someone else. It's not about some impossible quest. This state of being, this rarity, is an inherent possibility for you, for me, for everyone. It's an invitation to stop looking outside for the answers and to finally begin that courageous journey inward. Ultimately, this whole search, this whole exploration, it leads us to a very simple, very powerful, and maybe even startling conclusion. The rarest man in the world isn't some distant figure you have to go out and find.
He is what emerges when you stop running from your shadow, from silence, from pain. He is who you are when you stop pretending, stop chasing, and just begin to live. So the question this explainer leaves us with isn't where can we find him? It's do we have the courage to become him?